Not long before the events of the Chimera, 4 space pirates are sent to the desert planet of Akiton to regain their captain's holdover Kafak depot. Get in, restore balance, get out. A simple enough plan. Batten down the hatches, mateys. This is Will Save and the Interstellar Tales from the Extragalactic Adventure Anthology. Unknown Treasures.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Unknown Treasures. I'm Kevin, your GM. I'm fantastic at what I do, and I never mess up. And this is Will Save and the Interstellar Tales from the Extragalactic Adventure Anthology.
Oh, wow.
In one breath. Way to go, dude.
Yeah, dude. That was a good, nice little clip. And
well done.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that it's also super hot in the middle of summer. AC is probably still not fixed by the time
We
this
should
comes
just
out.
get some Whisper Quiet fans. Maybe once we do a Patreon, that should be one of the tiers.
I heard Whisper Quiet fans.
That's what I said.
And I was thinking, like, people who like our shows
are very quiet.
They're just very
quiet.
Great job.
That's also a tier. I love this episode, but like 10 dB down, but like very quiet.
Listen at low volume.
Listen at low volume. Never mind that they can just turn it down themselves on their
Will Save, remastered for ASMR.
the ASMR episodes. It's too good. That needs to happen.
I've also I've spent all week beating myself up about how bad I messed up that last episode, and you guys are like, "No, it's fine, don't worry." But like, I had that episode planned to be so much bigger, and then it was just like,
dude,
whatever.
it was already big in our minds. There was the stuff with like Tremaine and Thaddeus. There was the flashback. Then there are the bodies. Then there's this thing that's going to demolish us and totally do a TPK. So I mean.
Are we hiding the fact that we record a bunch of episodes at once? I don't think we need to hide this from people.
You could.
Well, it's like last week when I was like, but honestly, okay, listen, people, we recorded 4 episodes today. This
is our 4th episode that we're recording in one day because we want to be able to get you guys episodes every week, and we're gonna have to.
Kevin made us wake up at 8 a.m.
I actually was in heavy support of the 8 a.m. call time.
Thank you, Will.
I'm not mad at it.
I really liked it.
I thought
This is the perk of being on the East Coast. I woke up, I got the groceries, I fixed my wife's car, I poured a drink, and here we're playing games.
He's brunching it.
I took my son to get his hair cut. we did some swinging time in the backyard.
We get that you live in the future.
I moved out of my bed. I guess.
Yeah, I got out of my bed and
you're right that week of torture has only been about 14 minutes between the time that we stopped recording and started recording again. Still,
this is also.
It feels like a week.
We had time to reflect.
Yeah.
We have never been able to record more than 2 episodes, even in person. We've never been able to do it, and we're now on.
We did try one time,
4th.
and we didn't come anywhere close.
No, so this is already great.
Congrats to us.
Yeah.
I have to say.
Cheers to us.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
It's a new,
Well, and
we have leveled up.
I think it's fair.
Our podcast has leveled up. Our player characters have not, but we have.
It's also one of those things too. Like I love that we do this podcast because it gives me a good excuse to like hang out with you guys and play TTRPGs. And this has been a really good excuse to play 4.5 hours of TTRPGs. So
yeah, it's like a normal session.
Yeah.
I'm the one stuck GMing it, so it's been like bittersweet.
You guys remember when we would regularly do like 4, 6, 8 hour sessions?
Right? Like I think 3 hours was like my
throwback.
comfort zone. Anything after
And
that was just
then we'd go to sleep, wake up again, and play more.
Yeah, I definitely remember with Brendan, shout out to How the Quest Was Won. That was classic. It was like, go over to his house on a Saturday, have homework to do, but ignore it.
Of course.
Of course.
Naturally.
Start at like 6, order some pizzas, play until like 6, fall asleep for 2 hours.
Before we move on from food, we need to shout out Brendan's mom.
Oh yeah.
She would take
Thank you,
chocolate
Melody.
chip cookies, put ice cream in the middle.
Oh, what?
And like those were her homemade ice cream. Those things were
like a
dope.
homemade Diddy Wreath.
Absolutely dope.
And then they'd go to bed, and she'd be like, "They're in the freezer whenever you want them." And we'd be like, "Oh, we could go wild."
Yeah.
And then in the morning, she or his dad would wake up.
Shout out to you.
While we were all sleeping. Yeah. They would go get us donuts.
Oh, man.
Knowing that we would wake up and keep playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Wow. What a great childhood.
I know.
Shout out, Brendan.
Yeah,
great
dude.
job,
I'm
Brendan.
super jealous.
Damn.
I did none
Shout
of
out to
this.
Hainlines.
Yeah. Good
I'm
family.
curious, like, what's the longest span that you guys have played TTRPGs? Like, I used to. I didn't start playing D&D until I was like in my mid-20s, late 20s, and I think then we started getting a like almost weekly game going of Pathfinder, and I would drive out there. I think early in the morning, 8, 9. It was like an hour and a half drive to get to my friend's house. We would play for like 4 or 5 hours, I think, but half of that time was spent cleaning up, picking up, or setting up, and then cleaning up was like probably an hour, and then we'd stop in the middle and eat. So probably only about 3 hours total. It's probably my longest like span of playing. Kelly,
I think
Will?
perhaps the longest time besides today was when we played All Knives or All Eyes or All Minds over Phandalin or whatever it was called.
All Eyes. Yeah.
In person.
Yeah, we did a few long sessions.
One time we did a very long session one time.
We did.
How long was that though? I can't remember because
That was like 6 hours.
maybe okay. But again, we
thought
stopped
it
in
was
the
a
middle
good
and like
6
walked to
hour
Taco Bell.
That's true.
Yeah, but I remember that part.
Yeah, that's part of it.
I mean, you take breaks.
Yeah, like even us staying up all night was not like. I mean, it was pretty continuous, but we would take a break. Then especially if you level up, there's at least an hour break because at that time there was no D&D Beyond. There was all right. I'm gonna grab the player's handbook. One person's going to read it. The other person's going to look at this one. And then at some point, we have to go into Brendan's computer, update our character sheets, or write it out. Then you have to print it out. It's like it was a total thing. And then you're reading the like third-party books for your class while you're waiting to look at the level up stats.
Yeah, that was a really hard time to level. Because if you didn't do it right, there were no training wheels. Like, you just had a jacked up character
You did get like
sheet.
a warning saying you did it wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
To our listeners out there, please go on Discord or Twitter, however you guys want to reach out to us. Tell us about your longest, your
sesh.
average, your best sessions,
or your
On our
fondest.
Discord.
Yeah. This is a lifestyle.
Podcast.com.
It really is a lifestyle.
It's fun. If and this is just for us, we can cut this. If at any point we have a will save where like a lot of us are in Jacksonville, especially if it's over a holiday, then we could just reach out to Brendan and go hang at his house and play. I mean, like literally each time I go
Is
back,
his mom going to
like
bring us donuts and cook?
dude? Yes,
I bet she would.
She actually would. Yeah, even now. So
Lovely.
we still play even now.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we were all in the 904 last Christmas, was it?
I wasn't, but
No.
you guys played.
Yeah.
No,
I'm down to go to Jacksonville. I mean,
Yeah, why not? I like the airport there.
Ponte Vedra.
They have a good Quiznos.
I've flown in there once, twice,
They do have a good Quiznos.
Yeah.
3 times.
I'll figure it out. Let's pull up.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd ever told you guys, like I used to go to Jacksonville because that's where one of the manufacturers were for the freezers that I used to install.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where in Jacksonville?
I don't know. I'd get off the plane, get my rental car, and then drive to wherever Google Maps told me to go.
I've been to Jacksonville one time to go to Georgia.
Makes sense. Yeah. It's a fun place. There's a lot to do.
Yeah.
Oh, Jacksonville. All right. So I do have a little thing planned. We're not done yet with 2 Truths and a Lie.
Oh.
So please raise your hand if you haven't gone.
Everyone went.
wait, what?
So this documentary
Whoa.
series that was taking place on the Caduceus, that's actually, they do like individual episodes of different genres, and they chose that ship for whatever reason. We're going to move back. They actually chose to visit Akiton and went down to a little town called Kafak Depot, and they chose to interview local business owners within that town. is set up in this quote unquote lobby of this weird.
So they went through the no-fly zone?
No, they probably landed in and took a train, a bus. But they set up in this little lobby, and there's just a couch there in a large office area with a bunch of junk in the corner. And this Jisoki woman walks over, sits down on the couch, and there's a little junk table put together. Kind of looks like a clutch and a camshaft welded together with a flywheel from a different vehicle on it, just like the one that I have, a real one in my storage area. There's actually like 3 bowls there, and the Jisoki sits down on the couch, and the director is going to ask them to give 2 truths and a lie. So whenever you're ready, just go ahead. So you want 2 truths and 1 lie. All right. I guess I'll tell you. One is that I'm a junk sculptor. I like to put together junk, make it all pretty. And another one, I inherited Junker's Delight from my grandfather. And then my last one would be that I have a cousin. His name is Cecil, and he lives he lives over in Morrow, but he just graduated from the Abadar Corps Security Academy. All right, so that's 3. Like, what do I do now? No, that's good. Like, please just give a second for our listeners to kind of give their opinions to each other and talk out loud, and then we'll come back and get your answer. So, all right, cutting away from that, guys, this is Riddle. Surprise. It's Riddle talking. Yeah. So go ahead, tell me. I want to hear each of you guys what you guys think was the truth and what was the lie.
Wait, so there's junk sculptor, inherited it from
her uncle,
grandfather.
Grandfather.
Father or grandfather?
Grandfather, uncle.
I said grandfather. If I said that funny, I'm sorry.
And then third one was somebody graduated.
Her cousin in Morrow graduated from Abadar Security Corps. Correct.
Okay.
Abadar Corps Security.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Of course.
Cecil, right?
Cecil.
Well, did you say the cousin's name?
Cecil.
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 Yeah, it's Italian.
The Gabagool.
It's just my impression, but I feel like Riddle, with the amount of pride that they take in their, I feel like they didn't inherit it, and then they built this business on their own. It's just a guess based on.
Yeah, that's true. That should be
too snippy.
Interesting, Kelly. All right, that's your vote. Vinny?
I think the junk sculptor is the lie. I think she likes junk, but she doesn't necessarily make art out of it.
Okay. John?
Yeah, I'm going with the junk sculptor, but less because she doesn't make art out of it, but more because I think she just doesn't have any time. She's like running the business. She's like too busy to do that. The inherited thing seems like maybe the cousin thing seems like maybe that's an accolade, right? That's like I'm proud of my family for doing this. So like that's probably like she doesn't seem like the type to make that up. I feel like it's the art thing.
So all 3 years? No, sorry. Kelly is saying the inherited. Vinny and John are both saying the art sculptors.
Yeah, I was going to lean towards art sculptor, and now I'm thinking that the cousin thing, maybe she's exaggerating a bit. And
interesting.
So I'm going to go with that.
All right. And please, listeners, if you're listening in, which you are, clearly, if you're hearing me say that, go ahead, hop on Twitter, Discord, wherever. Tell us what you think. And then we're going to cut back to that scene. And the director of this documentary is going to be like, all right, thank you, Riddle. That's been enough time. We're going to, if you could just tell us now which one was the truth, which was a lie. And if you want to explain a little bit more about each of those things, that'd be great. Whenever you're ready, go ahead. All right, I can do that. So I guess I'll start with the truth. You guys can kind of see like around my stuff here. I made that one there, and I made that one there. That one is called As the Sun Sets on Akiton. I am definitely an art sculptor. I put junk together, and I think I like it, but a lot of people don't really. It's all right. It's fun. But I sell that stuff too if anybody's interested. You guys interested? You want to buy something? The other truth is actually my cousin actually did. He's graduating. My cousin Cecil, I'm really proud of him. I think he's kind of like he's like the golden child of our family. Like I got a lot of cousins, but he's the only one that's ever made something of himself. And he made it into Abadar Corps Security Academy, and he graduated recently. And I just hope one day he's gonna get like that big shot police officer position, you know, and I hope it kind of opens the precinct down here because things are getting kind of ugly down here in Kafak Depot. It's not real pretty. So maybe he can get Abaddon Core to like put a little squeeze, you know. The lie was definitely that I inherited this from my grandfather. I love my grandfather, but no, he was stuck out in the mines. The Thesseran mines are real dirty, real gross. He didn't. I feel so bad. I can't imagine having to do that. But no, I actually opened up this shop myself, and I was selling my junk sculptor, trying to make it like a nice little boutique. But then I got into like the guide business. That's fairly new. You know, I people come around town. They're looking for junk, but they also want to think like they can go out and get their own treasures. And so, yeah, I started hiring some local muscle to kind of like guide these guys and girls into the junkyards and the car yards and the outer ring to, you know, try to find their own treasures. And yeah, that's why they stopped kind of looking at my own sculptors and stuff. But yeah, that's about it. Is that good? Is that what you guys are looking for? No, that's great. Thanks. I appreciate that. You know, we can wrap up here. Thank you for showing us around. You know, we really appreciate it. And that's going to cut out.
That was great. That was awesome. That was so good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe Rolu, as a fellow artist, might be interested in that sculptor. One of the sculptures, perhaps?
Yeah.
Next time you guys are at Junker's Delight, though, Thaddeus is going to kick one of them over.
What is this junk?
What is this junk?
If we make it out.
Yeah.
If you make it
back, then Rolu will purchase one. We'll see.
Right.
So let's go back to the map. Again, I'm sorry, I'm a terrible GM. I should have just left it at like this giant Tesseract or Thesterian Kafak jumps out at you, and you guys are like. Prah!
You did. That's how we cut it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks for editing, making that work.
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
scared.
I'm scared.
I'm the GM.
Slowly wetting
Can
myself.
I play the battle music? Is that what we're doing now?
I think you should play the battle music.
Oh goodness! All right.
That's battle music. Yes. Cool. Well, let's get started. Flashback of what happened last time. You guys had just escaped from the Kafaks, left you real dirty with adding a million Kafaks coming at you out of that nest. You guys got into a comfort zone. You rested up just a little bit. You had a little back and forth. There were messages that were supposed to come in that didn't make it all the way through. And then Chalk tried to send a message out, and that also didn't make it out. You guys then cut through this tight channel of where the junk had fallen, and Terme and Rolu took some damage from that, which caused you guys to rest up again on the other side of that. And then you guys came into this open field of sand where you found an escape pod from the stellar flare.
An iPod?
An eye escape pod. And then you also found two bodies in the sand. And what you know from those two bodies is one is very likely Lorgan, the last and loyal guide of Riddle. And the other one is definitely a true warrior. But the weird thing about it is these guys weren't shooting at each other. They were shooting in the same direction. And their bodies had been eaten. And I know, Will, you asked me if there was any loot on these bodies, and I'm going to tell you no. Whatever loot would have been on their bodies was eaten alive. Or, I guess a gun wouldn't be alive, but anything useful was chewed to pieces, probably by this giant Kafak that you're about to face. And by giant, I mean it's a medium-sized creature, but still
pretty big.
Yeah, pretty big. And I think that's everything. Last but not least, there is a hover truck in the far distant part of this map. And there was also a brief story where one android with long green braids was running from something. And there were gunshots in the background. They ended up in a truck. And when they closed their eyes and opened their eyes again, they were actually on a ship of some sort and running down a hallway. Anybody else remember anything specific from that?
The lights were going out.
Lights were going out. Anything else?
Smoke, I think.
Some escape pod thing, right?
Yeah, they're trying to get you an escape pod.
I think something else that I was hoping you guys would pick up on is that Vari X, we'll say.
Yes.
Vari N, whatever acronym letter you want to put in place of a number, so I don't tell you the specific number. They made it to the command center, the bridge, and they pulled something out from underneath the captain's chair.
Yes.
And they also linked up their
communicator and synced some codes.
Transponder codes.
Let's make sure we got that in the notes.
Ooh, get that in the notes. Cool. And so now we're going to flash back to where we are. Terme, you were standing between those two bodies
but I was successfully
And you were looking at them.
negated. Well, I perceived something was wrong via my wristwatch, whatever.
Right? There was a Geiger counter that was clicking at you.
And I passed my reflex save as well.
You passed a 42 save and a reflex save, so I let you move away from where this kafak was when it blew out of the ground. I'll be a little bit honest, as I had this plan to make it like a game where you guys would move kind of up and around, and I'd be rolling dice to try to see if you guys got close. And then that failed because all of my rolls made this kafak move further and further away, and I was like, oh, I quit.
No, you should have kept it.
Yeah, that was good.
I know. That would have been great for you guys. The kafak is gone. So I was picturing definitely something more out of...
Did we roll for initiative?
We have not.
Tremors.
Anybody
remember that?
Kevin Bacon, man.
I love Tremors.
I love
Classic.
Never seen it.
What? You need to. You should let your kids watch it. It's great. I saw it when I was like 5, and I remember this very distinctly. I was standing behind my couch watching it, and every time the Tremors would come up, I would like duck down behind the couch and scream.
Oh my god!
Because I was a 5-year-old watching a rated R horror film. Anyways,
is it rated R?
Film. That's what I was trying to pass on to you guys with this. It didn't quite work out. But now there's this giant, gross worm. Does anybody want to describe it? Go ahead, describe this thing to me.
Well, we described it last time. It was that.
Do it again. Do you show it again?
It was that like centipede lobster creature. It looks like it's like coiled like a cobra, but has all the centipede legs on it, and has these lobster claws, and
a sword on its butt.
And a sword on its butt, and it's purple and has these like green. It's this beautiful hues of green and purple and fuchsia.
Yeah, so I like to imagine that the carapace is like a purple shell.
Yeah,
and that everything else you see is actually like a green glow from underneath, like its internals are glowing green. Because this thing is radioactive.
What? You're just telling us that now? Holy cow! Dang.
Yeah, well, that's what the Geiger counter measures.
Oh,
radiation.
That's right. Sorry.
Also, Tremors is rated PG-13.
PG-13. All right, I was 5.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it wasn't scary, man. I'm just telling you, it's not rated R if you want to go watch it.
Totally go watch it. Cool. So yes, now is the time. Can you please roll for audition?
Here we go.
16.
16 for Thaddeus.
3 for
I forgot
Chuck.
I have to do Chuck got a 3.
3 for Chalk.
Treme got a 20.
Oh man, Rolu got a 7.
7.
Horrible.
And I love it. I love like dice always tell the story so well. I feel like Thaddeus is kind of like standing at the edge of this, the furthest back, and he's just watching everything. Meanwhile, Rolu and Chuck are focused on the escape pod, so they're turned away.
Yep.
Which means their initiatives are going to be lower.
Yep.
Where Terme was right in it, and he's like, "Whoa!" and he does his good reflex save.
Yep.
And he's got a high initiative.
Oh man.
All right, Terme, it is actually your turn.
All right. Terme, seeing this creature and its underfoot coming up, he's going to be super alarmed. And he is going to be like, we need to take this thing out quickly. And he's going to cast Overheat.
Got him.
And then run off.
Nice.
And then run away.
Is Overheat a standard action or full?
Overheat's a spell. Standard action. One standard action.
Okay,
Nice.
all right. I just want to make sure you can run off after you
Yeah.
Okay, so Overheat.
Yes. 15-foot cone.
Okay.
Nice.
DC 14 for my caster, I guess I have to hit, right?
I think do you roll a to hit on that?
I don't understand how magic works.
Nobody knows.
I think I have to hit. I think
you do roll a hit, and then I get a DC save.
I don't think there's a save. Reflex for half. DC 14.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, so I don't have to roll.
There's no roll to hit. It's just a reflex save.
It's just a reflex.
Got it.
Okay.
So I just rolled
You have the
2d8.
reflex? No, you can roll 2d8, and then I'll roll whether or not I take half or
Pass
not.
the reflex. It should say in Hero Lab what the DC for the reflex save is.
And you don't have to tell me. You can just tell me whether or not I pass.
14
You look
points.
up reflexes.
8 and a
Let's hope he
6.
fails.
I got a 24 reflex.
I think he
save.
failed.
So 7 points to you.
Wow.
So I take 7 points of damage.
Yeah.
Dang.
Wait, you got 16 and half of that is 7?
No, 14 and half is 7.
Oh, okay.
Does he still take fire damage, or was that only?
Yeah, it's fire damage.
Yeah, does it all go through?
Then it's all fire damage, yeah.
Okay.
And it seems like it all goes through.
The DC was 14,
Hold on 1
Does he
second.
need?
right? And you got a 24 on your reflex?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So it's halved, but I think John is asking if it seems like he's resistant to fire.
Ah.
Yes.
Or did he put on any of that fire resistant sunblock that the Helki had earlier?
Yeah. Did he put on some sunscreen? SPF 50.
Why is that not working?
Sorry?
Just have to do it by hand. All right, moving on. Thaddeus.
Oh, and I move away.
And you move away. Okay, go ahead and take your move action.
I'm going to get behind the whips over here with some soft cover, perhaps. Partial cover.
Ooh, actually, before you do that, and I'm
No.
so sorry, but I'm trying to figure this out myself. I believe you you have to do another fortitude save.
For what?
Because you started your turn You started your turn.
In a certain range of him or something? Is that why?
That's what I was saying.
16.
You pass. Okay, you pass.
Yeah, I think he probably started in the radiation.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, so that is the end of your turn.
God. Yeah.
Thaddeus.
Thaddeus is first going to do a life science to see if he can detect any special abilities of this, and he does not pass. So what he's going to do?
Well, what did you roll?
It was like a 4. So
It was a
yeah.
4. Okay.
Well, does he notice anything in the 4, Kevin?
I think just as an observational skill, you realize that this thing is a kafak, but it's also not a kafak. And so
Super helpful.
I feel like from your previous knowledge of kafaks from the nest and everything else, that you know like what a normal kafak looks like, and you're like, guys, this thing looks like a mutated version of a kafak. That's what I'll tell you.
God, this is horrible.
Yeah.
Hence the name.
it's like a mutated version of a kafak. There you go. So now he's going to do a ranged
very
attack. It's 18. Does that hit?
18 does hit.
Thankfully.
Is that KAC or EAC?
I think it's like a projectile, so KAC, I believe, right?
Okay. Yep.
Nice.
And then he's going to roll for damage, and that's 4 points of damage plus 2 points of poison damage. So I guess like 6 in total. And this is strength poison, so you'll be on the strength poison track. If it's
Okay, wait.
That's it.
Slow.
down. Yeah, my bad. 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage.
Oh no! I'm so sorry, Kevin. I see now why I did the D20 thing. So that's 6 points of damage. No. 2 points of damage, and then you're poisoned on the strength track.
Okay, 2 points of damage, and then I'm on the poison strength track. But I do. So for poisons, somewhere in the book, poisons, I get a DC minus 10 of damage, and I also get a DC to save, right? Okay, so I get a saving throw. Do you have a DC associated with that? I believe it's like a fortitude save.
Yeah, there's usually it's the DC of the poison, right? This could be big if it goes through.
Actually, it's actually Dex. And fortitude DC 14. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a DC 14. So I have to roll a fortitude save that beats DC 14, but it does say that upon initial exposure, regardless of whether she succeeds at her saving throw, the victim loses a number of hit points equal to the DC minus 10. So I will take 4 more points off.
Good stuff.
4 more points. But then I also get to roll a fortitude. Oh, and I am in fact poisoned.
Yes.
You said dexterity?
Dexterity, so you are sluggish.
I am now sluggish.
Yes. Ooh, what is that?
Oh, I hate when you do this because now I got to figure out what sluggish means. I have it right here.
Victim takes a -2 penalty to reflex saves and dexterity-based ability checks, attack rolls, and skill checks.
Nice.
Oh, love
DCs
it.
of her spells and special abilities decreased by 2, and she becomes flat-footed.
Also, good.
Sorry. So key points there is flat-footed, so I get a minus what to my AC?
I don't have flat-footed pulled up. I have poison pulled up.
It's minus 2 to AC, right?
No. I don't think there's any minus AC.
No, I think flat-footed is just you can't take AOs.
Oh, no.
I thought there was
Flat-footed is -2 to AC. You're right.
Okay.
And can't take reactions. So -2 to AC.
Can't
-2
take
to AC.
reactions.
Can't take reactions.
Reflex.
Yeah, -2 to your attack rolls.
Minus 2 to my attack rolls, okay.
Also -2 to your DCs for your effects or special abilities.
Okay.
I'll paste it in Unknown Treasures too. Hold on.
Oh, thanks.
Whoo-wee. That's a lot of things going on real fast. Do you make a move action at all? Because that's just your shot, right?
He is going to, because this thing might try to track him, I'm guessing, potentially. He's going to like move out of the general arena and into the
you're gonna move back
canyon a little bit. Yeah, for now.
He's smart. He already went down twice. He's not going to get in combat with these.
Yeah.
Just for the listener, so there is a wide open field, and the Kafak is kind of dead in the middle of it. Rolu and Chalk are down in the south portion of it, near the escape pod from the Stellar Flare. Terme is right at the opening to this large sand area near the entryway where they came from on the southeast side, and Thaddeus had just stepped back behind Terme, back into that mouth. It is now Thasteron Kafak's turn, and it is going to... I'm going to say it's going to move down towards where Thaddeus was. So it watched Thaddeus run away.
Run away!
And it's going to
run away!
See Terme is also down there. And so...
Tactical retreat.
I believe that is within 30 feet, correct?
Oh my god. It moved immediately in front of...
So it has a 30-foot range, it appears.
Shoot. Man, I'm so bad at this. I'm just trying to think out what I'm doing. No, it has 48 feet of movement speed, and it can burrow up to 42 feet. So,
oh goodness. Okay.
All right, so it's going to move that far, and now it is going to use its claw to attack Terme.
Oh god.
So I get a -2 to attacks because I'm sluggish.
Yes.
10 on the dice.
Miss.
Nice.
Wait.
Oh my
I
gosh.
have to do math. It sucks. That's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Woof.
Is there any minuses on the damage?
Nope.
No minuses to damage. Okay. Make sure I got this right because it seems pretty high. Yep. Nope, that's right.
Oh god.
Going down, guys.
Yep.
That is 7 points of damage.
Oh, I'm down.
Oh my god. Dude, how are we supposed to do this at level 1?
I'm down.
Are you down?
Yeah, that's
Torme's
all
down.
my stamina plus 2 my hit points that I had left, so I'm down.
Just put this little skull next to you.
All right.
Rolu,
It's Rolu's turn.
it's now your turn. But to start your turn, I need you to roll me a fortitude save.
God. I got a 6. So, what do I take? 50 points of damage?
I'll just pass so I wouldn't have to get into this.
Yeah, too bad. If you're gonna have a creature that takes us down immediately, you're gonna have to do a lot of reading. So
I know, right? So it is poison. Or sorry, it's radiation.
Yep.
And so you have a fortitude save. You failed that. You are now on the Constitution track. Frequency is 1 per round. Not exactly sure what that means.
Once per round, you have to roll a fort save.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, and then
It's radiation, right?
radiation Constitution track. Is that what I said?
Yep. Yeah, so I'm going to take damage. It's a poison, so I'm going to take damage 10 minus the DC. The DC minus 10.
Which is 3 points of damage.
So I take 3 points of damage.
Oh my god, it's terrible.
Yeah, dude.
The victim then takes... Oh, you are now weakened, which says the victim takes a -2 penalty to fortitude saves.
Great.
Constitution checks. Constitution-based DCs.
Yep.
Every time the victim attempts a fortitude save against the poison, whether he or she succeeds or fails, he loses points as per on initial exposure.
Yep. Exactly. So I'm weakened. Okay. Sounds great. Wait, where's weakened? Oh, that's just the stage.
Yeah. It's the first step on the radiation track.
I don't know where it's at in Roll20. I don't have... Or, sorry, Hero Lab. I don't have that open.
Afflictions. It might be under afflictions. I'll figure it out.
So instead of level 2, what I should be doing is making a new character.
Yeah, I think that's what needs to happen right now. There is a radiation here, right? No.
The crazy thing with radiation, though, is that it's not curable unless you have remove radioactivity.
Well, so
Because remove affliction does not work.
there are 2 types of radiation. There's if you're within radiation, and once you are out of an area of radiation, you are no longer affected. Then there's the radiation disease, which is what
Radiation sickness, yeah.
sickness, which we established that you might have, Vinny, back in the other show.
Yeah.
So that's different. So if I leave the area, then I will no longer be affected, because that's how it was in.
Yeah, because you also start moving down the physical track of poison.
Right, for the sickness. Because I'd be down with the sickness.
Cool. Well, let's hope it doesn't get to that point. Roland, what are you going to do in this?
If I am, hopefully I'm right in how this works, but yeah, I think I'm weakened now. I think I need to move out of here, and I'm going to try and flank this baddie. I'm going to take a step, move to over here.
You're saying a bunch of things that I don't know. Can you flank from a distance?
Yes, I think as long as you draw a line. I checked. There's no
is that true?
Distance limit. Yeah, I checked. Pretty sure.
If so, congrats on you. I'm really impressed by that, but I don't know if I believe it.
I mean, it makes sense.
I'm looking up. Keep moving. Tell me what you're doing.
It's threatened by another creature on its opposite border or corner.
What page is this?
254. Well, when in doubt, trace a line between the two attackers' centers.
Ranged flanking.
If the line passes through opposite borders or corners, then the opponent is flanked.
Okay, but is it only for melees?
Is there a ranged? No, it just says flanking. Oh, that does say when making a melee attack.
Yeah.
That would suck. Yes, I think.
That's why I was really worried for you, because you're like, oh, I'm going to flank this thing, and then you're going to move closer to it, knowing that it has radiation.
Yeah, maybe there's no range flanking.
I don't think there is.
Yeah, I don't think there is either. I'm looking on the forums on
times.
Taizo.com.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, well, we still need to spread out. We need to find a way to keep all of us alive. How many resolve points do you have, Torme?
3.
3. Okay.
Or no, actually, I think I forgot to spend 1, so I have probably 2.
2. Great. I'm going to cast Stabilize, and then I'm going to move out of range of this. So I'm going to cast Stabilize on you, so you're stable, so you don't have to spend 1 to stabilize.
What's the range on that, you said?
25 feet, I think it is.
Okay. So you're going to cast it and then move?
Yeah, I think that's the only thing I can do.
Okay.
And then what can I do?
Then, next turn, you could spend 1 to come up to 1 hit point. Yeah. Or if Jack can make it over to you, or somebody can heal you, because I don't have any first level spells.
Sure.
So I can't.
Ooh, wild question. Does being stabilized, do you still take radiation effects?
I think you're...
Yeah,
Really?
he would still take the radiation damage
But you're unconscious.
from being close to the kafak.
I'll roll Fortitude. Right?
Would you... Well, wouldn't you... I think you would automatically fail. Well, would you?
No, it wouldn't. You get minus some things for what you do?
The question then is that you would... All that damage would do if you failed, it would move you back to dying.
Yeah.
And that when you would have to roll it on your turn.
Right. Okay. So if I don't... If somehow, by some miracle, this creature dies before next turn, or before my next turn...
Which, based on Kev's face, is abundantly unlikely.
Not going to ever happen.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out where this is going to go.
That's fine. What's your hit points right now?
My hit points total?
Yeah, what's your max?
9.
Okay. So the good thing is that even if you're dying, the bad thing is that I need to stabilize you. Because if I don't and you fail, you will lose a resolve point from taking damage if you stay within its radiation.
Yes.
So I need to stabilize you, and then we need to pull you out of that cone. So we need to somehow either Thaddeus needs to back up and pull it away from you, or Jack and I need to move and get it to move towards us.
But you're saying there's no way for me to escape the radiation even if I pass a fortitude save?
No, if you pass the fortitude save, then you would, and you're stable, then you could conceivably bring yourself to 1 hit point, but you can't get away unless you can move, which won't happen.
Right.
Yeah. Or it moves away, so we need to pull its focus so you can get up.
You need to draw it away.
Yeah. So I think Rolu's going to shout out exactly that, saying, we need to pull Torme out of this creature's radiation, and he's going to step away, I think 25 feet. If you go down again, I'm going to move here, which I hopefully moves me out of its range, and I cast Stabilize on you, so you're stable, Torme.
Great.
And I think that is all that I can do right now. That's it, unfortunately. Move out of range, try and pull its focus.
I think it's a very good move.
That's it.
Nice.
This is very,
Kev, you're muted. We can't hear you.
I'm GMing this, and I'm, sad.
Okay, great. I mean, if we go down, we go down.
TPK.
Figure it out. TPK, man. We never had one. Let's do it. Okay, so
I spent so much time making Terme.
Well, Rolo, that's your turn, right? You casted.
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Stabilize, and you
Yep.
step back.
Yep.
Thaddeus, it's now your turn. And before you say anything else, you need to roll a fortitude save.
So what is the range on this radiation?
Wait, how?
So at least 15.
It's 15 feet. Yeah, this thing is crazy. Fortitude.
So what is it that I have to roll? Fortitude?
Fortitude.
Ah! You were also weakened.
Okay.
Okay, so what is... Okay, I'll look it up.
Movement speed reduced, right?
Oh my god, this is terrible.
Should have been.
I'm on your side.
Level
But
2.
I'm not.
Took all of our hit points in that last build. That was
level
I know.
that was totally balanced.
Hey, look at that. You guys each found a healing serum in your pocket.
I mean, I don't know how many we have left.
We
Okay.
have one, I think.
I think we have one. Yeah, we have one. It needs to be
14
used
million
on
possible timelines.
Torme.
Only one.
Okay, so it's Thaddeus. What are you doing now? You're on the afflictions. You have to add a constitution poison if you're going to do it on hero.
You also have to take 3 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay, all right, hold on. So the victim is shaken and the DCs of his spells and special abilities decrease by 2. Blah, blah, blah.
Shaken.
All right. So I'm adding the... I thought it was weakened, right?
Condition.
Yeah. Oh, if you're shaken, by the way, -2 penalties to attack rolls.
I'm shaken and weakened? Is that correct?
No, you're on the weakened step of the track. So if you're shaken, yeah.
So you take a -2 to attack.
Not even coming up.
Can I?
I can't add it for some reason in Hero Lab, so I'll just... it doesn't exist in Hero Lab. Anyway, all right.
what?
So
What doesn't
-2 my
exist?
attacks.
It does. You have to go to afflictions and
I
then
did.
go
It's
to.
not there.
Okay. Okay. Constitution poison. You have to add a constitution poison. Then once it's added, you have to click on it and go down to the bottom, and it'll say that the step that you're on, and it should say weakened.
And it'll show you the other steps you could possibly get to.
Yeah. Or we can just look them up in the book. And knowing that we're gonna die. I want to know if I'm okay now that I'm outside of the radiation field, which I think I am.
From the way that I read it, you will no longer have to do... You're no longer being affected by radiation, so you don't need to do a fortitude save from the radiation. But you are still weakened from the radiation.
I don't think so.
I
don't think so. Because that's not...
radiation is complicated.
I could be
it is.
wrong, but that's not how I played it when we were doing the troll fight. Because as soon as it leaves, you are just no longer like on that track. Like you're not affected by the poison, I think.
Yes, Kelly, go ahead.
Okay. So Thaddeus shouts to Rolo, this thing has about maybe 30 feet of range, and 15 feet is its radiation poisoning sort of ability. Why don't we kite him both directions and just shoot at range over and over and over and create a battle of attrition? You pull him first. He's too close for me. Get as far as you can. Shaq, if you have an opportunity and you have any serums, I recommend you might heal Tormated if you ever get a chance.
Got it, Webs.
All right, here we go.
I think you need to.
His radiation.
I think you need to move out of range.
Well, did you roll your fortitude save? You did. You failed it. Sorry, I'm reading. I can't do 2 things at once. It says a creature that leaves an area suffused with radiation is essentially cured of the poison effect.
Right.
Ending the source of radiation or causing casting remove radioactivity does the same thing. As usual for poison effects, an affected creature requires rest to recover from radiation poisoning.
Cool. Which makes sense.
So
he's no longer being affected by the poison, but its effects that have already taken place on his body he has to rest to get them back. He doesn't just immediately get back those hit points.
We just don't go further up the track if I'm out of range.
I think
Correct.
so. That's the way I.
Well, no, you're off the track entirely. So if you re-enter, you would start at the beginning, not from weekend.
Oh, fantastic. That's great. Okay.
But I'm still shaken because I've been on it, right? So
I think so until you rest to recover.
Sure.
Okay.
So the DC for that ability should also be lower because he's sluggish, if I'm reading this right.
Oh,
Yes, the
you might be
DC
right.
for all of this was too lower than it should have been.
And
And
so
he rolled an
complicated.
11.
So you
Was
did pass.
So he passed.
It's a 13 fortitude would give you met it, and the roller gets advantage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you passed, and I'm sorry for that.
So nice. Good catch, Vinny. So Thaddeus, you get your 3 points back. You are not on the track.
Great.
Did Torme. So this is good for Torme to, we need to see if you can roll a fortitude save when you're unconscious. Remember, you take a -2 penalty to your fortitude saves if you're weakened.
But Thaddeus is not weakened. He passed his fortitude save.
Yeah.
So
And
Thaddeus,
you take, shit. Even if you succeed, you take HP damage. So you're going to go back
you still
to
take
die.
the 3 points of damage. Yeah, sorry. Oh my god.
So even if you successfully save, you're going to unstabilize.
Right.
So I'm pretty much just preventing you from losing RP.
HP, not stamina.
Correct. Because radiation affects your HP.
Man, I really don't want to kill one of you guys already.
Okay.
But Thaddeus, it is your turn. You have not, or you passed your fortitude save. You still take the -3.
And if I try to pass this guy, I'm going to occur in AOO.
If you go past it, you'll.
No, because he's flat-footed.
Oh, you're right. It's flat-footed. But
I might get radiation points.
You already have it.
if you're still within the aura,
We need to pull Torme out.
I should. Yeah, we do. But I feel like this thing is dumb enough where it'll probably just go. Well, I don't know. Go after whoever's shooting it.
Yes, probably.
I feel personally offended because I'm the one playing it. So
Sorry, Kevin. It's not you.
am I
It's-
dumb enough to keep doing what you're telling me not to do?
But you're playing the creature. You're not playing you're playing the creature.
So if I pass this guy, I'm not going to be affected in any
Yes.
negative way. All right, cool. Then he's going to do that. So it's like
I think you just double move, dude. Or just move far away.
Can he drag Terme's unconscious body?
That's an
I just don't
action.
think that it's going to be an issue. Like I feel. Oh, I could like maybe drag him towards you, Shaq. Is that what you're getting at?
I think that's going to be a lot.
I'm totally metagaming here, but yeah.
There's a certain
it's gonna
point
be hard
where
to do.
You have to.
Yeah, no, don't sweat it. We'll pull aggro.
If I go further in, then I'm kind of fucked because like John can't attack him. His range is too short. He's just
I've got my gun. My gun's 100 feet, dude.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
dude. I can still shoot
okay.
him.
Cool, sweet. Then in that case, since
Get
we're
out of
fighting
here.
him back and forth, I'm gonna go further in.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. And he will do that, and then he's going to
you
like
went
get
that
me
way.
again if I do that.
Okay, so just so the listener knows what's going on, the Kafak moved and attacked. Or sorry, didn't attack. No, it did. It attacked Terme. Terme is unconscious, and Thaddeus is just further past Terme and deciding what to do.
Can I take a full action and just book it? I was just looking that up.
You could spend your standard action to move. You would definitely
Move twice as far.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
going to
showing on the
incur an
map, I
AOO if you do that path, though.
No.
but it's flat-footed, so it won't.
It's flat-footed.
Oh, it's flat-footed.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. He goes here then.
So you can't pass through.
Enemy square.
Yeah, that works.
yeah.
I would move even farther.
Can I move that far?
You can move through my square and diagonally, though, to around, like, cut around that corner, I would assume.
I never put it into the other mode that you did, so those arrows might not.
Okay,
be
this is
Lydian.
good. So I'm near the truck. All right, cool.
Can you wait? Hold on. Because the thing is that he's got a 30-foot diameter around him, in which, right? So at least one of us needs to be outside of it.
So Thaddeus, from where your position was, you passed your fortitude save. You took a slight hit from the radiation itself, and then you just booked it and ran. And ran is a loose term because you're not actually using the function to run. You did one move action to get past it, and then another move action to get away from it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is your turn. It is now the Kafak's turn.
Let's open this Jack's turn. Okay.
The Kafak.
Did the Kafak have 2 turns?
No,
Yeah, it feels like it did.
did it?
Did we? Yeah. It already moved down.
Yeah, move down to kill me.
It just went before me, right?
And I haven't gone yet.
And Jack hasn't gone yet.
What did I do?
Just saying,
Did I screw this
Kev.
all up? Terme, Thaddeus. When did I say the Kafak went?
I don't know, but that's when he moved down, and you were
Right.
counting. You were like, oh, I don't know, and then that's when
You're right. I screwed that
No,
up.
it's cool. It's okay. It happens.
Chuck, it is your turn.
Awesome.
And at the top of the next round, we're going to go back to the original initiative order
Okay.
as what I have here.
Cool.
Chuck, you do need to roll a fortitude save.
Oh,
What?
He's 15 feet away.
Is that? Yeah, I guess I
Yeah.
am. Balls.
Balls.
Kev, you should make that aura thing. on the-
15.
Oh, I
Yes.
have it
But we can't see it.
on my.
Yeah.
You're right.
But okay, that's fine.
15. I think he passed.
Yeah.
You do pass, but you still take 3 points of damage.
Yikes.
Radiation is stupid. 3 points of health damage specifically.
Yes.
HP.
Oh my goodness.
Are you down?
I know.
I'm darn close.
You have 4 hit points total.
Yeah, I had 5 coming in. Oh man, yeah, he is not about that life. Terme, you're good luck, sir. Chuck is going to. This is one of those like put your own oxygen mask on before you put the kids on.
Solid advice.
Chuck is going to move to here and pop a shot off at the Kafak.
Yes.
Here goes nothing. I don't like that. That's an 11
Total?
total
That misses.
with the -2.
2 AC.
Yeah.
Yeah, balls. Cool.
Cool.
Balls indeed.
Make sure next to Fox's turn, it needs to see where it's at on the poison track. Just going to put that out there.
Meaning what? It's going to move again? Or it has to do another save?
It has poison in its system, right? I don't know how long it lasts.
Oh, man, I hate poison so much. Damn you all for making me use it. Okay, it is the end of round number 1.
Yes.
I know I totally screwed that up, but everybody has had a turn, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's all good.
We're going to move back to the top of round, or top of initiative order as it was. It is Terme's turn. He is on the ground.
So I can roll a fortitude save. No, I spend a resolve to get 1 point of health, right?
Yeah.
And then I immediately will go down because of the radiation.
Well, you'll go back to... Yeah, you'll have to spend another resolve point to stabilize.
So can I, what's that mechanic where I can actually delay my turn?
I don't think you can do that. You can't take a standard action. So I don't think you can delay your turn.
Is it a standard action to delay?
I don't have a...
Yeah. Delay is a standard action, and since you're down, here's what I don't know. Do we resolve the fortitude save first? Or do we resolve the fact... I think we resolve the fortitude save since you're still within. Then you would spend a resolve point to stabilize.
Right, but then I would then immediately go back down to 0 no matter what.
Well, yeah, so right now I think...
And then this just...
So basically,
I think I'm
You're
dead.
going to take 3 points. No. You're far from it. Well, not far, but you're not
I'm
dead.
dead.
So, No.
It doesn't say that you need to do a standard action to delay.
It needs to move, which it will likely do because you're on the ground. You're going to take 3 points of damage, which in this case would just mean that you're going to drop
To 0.
from...
Again.
Well, you're at 0.
Yes.
You're stable because I stabilized you. You're going to drop down to dying because you take 3 points of damage. All you're doing right now is seeing, are you going to move further down the poison track or not with the fortitude save? Then it will be your turn, and you can spend a resolve point to stabilize again.
So here's why I think the radiation resolves first.
Okay.
Because under stabilizing, it doesn't specify when in your turn you're supposed to use it or you have to use it. However, the radiation does talk about at the beginning of your next turn.
Yeah.
You take the damage.
So I take the damage now at 0 health points.
I will say, I just read delay, and it just says if you don't know what you're doing, don't know what you're going to do on your turn, you can just delay it. It does not say anything about a standard action, so I will let you delay.
I'm going to delay my turn.
Wait.
Cool.
Special initiative actions.
Gives GM.
Wait, can I? Okay.
No,
Can I? Okay.
GM call.
Can I?
I think, right? Or am I reading some poor source?
Is delay turn not under standard action?
It's under other actions, not even like swift or reaction. Other actions.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's not under standard action at all. Because you would take your standard action after you've delayed.
It's right next to combat banter.
You're just pushing yourself down the initiative order.
It's in other actions.
That's a GM call.
Yeah. So I wish to delay before taking any other standard action, or before taking any actions on your turn. This does not require spending any of your actions. So it's not an action to delay my turn.
No.
And with that settled,
Page 249,
Say it.
Starfinder core rulebook.
it's not your turn currently. Where do you want to bring back your turn?
After this guy's turn. So probably
After which guys? The
creature.
After the Kafak.
after the creature's turn. Okay, so I need to move you down.
So basically, you want to do the turnover we did last round.
Okay, so Terme is laying on the ground and he's just going to hold that. He's just on the edge of death and he's knocking on heaven's door, but he's looking back. He's like, I could fight this. I could fight this. And he's going to be like,
Just in my mind, I'm thinking about like
Yeah, because you're unconscious.
what I can do.
and you're just like, you start chatting with the angel So, what if I don't want to go back right away? And the angel's like, yeah, I think you can chill. And it's actually Thaddeus' turn.
All right.
He is not within that aura, but before you take any of your actions, we have to call game.
All right.
Dang.
Wow. That's a tough fight.
Yeah. This might be our most rules-heavy episode ever.
Man, radiation sucks.
Thanks for listening, you scalawags. Until next week, drift begons and distant stars.